Okay, team. In our last session, we were discussing about command lines, primary commands inside the file. So we are going to discuss, we are going to continue the same from where we stopped. I was using Venkat A or Venkat B yesterday. Any idea, guys? Venkat A or Venkat B? I'll type ISPF. So 3.4 P18 B18 dot not 18 19 dot T star, right? Open, enter. Oh, okay, team. Okay, so we discussed to find command, right? So let me explain, change command, other commands. So I'll copy after. So there is a command called team change TSO to uh, time. Now you see that there are so many places TSO is there. Okay, you can see here is there, it got changed, but it did not change here, did not change here, did not change here. Okay, you can use Shift F12 to see the recently executed commands. Okay, Shift plus F12, Shift plus F12, type once again, once or twice, you will come to know, okay, what are the commands you used recently. So TSO, okay, from TSO, we are changing to time. So if you give like this, it is going to change only in the first occurrence. But if you give all, it will change in all the occurrences. You see that if you give all, it is going to change in all the occurrences. So all means all occurrences. Without all, only the first occurrence, whichever the first occurrence. Next, okay, I can use something else, which is this command you can execute on any screen, team. By the way, it is not only here, RETP. Okay, retrieve panel. What are the recently executed commands? This is valid on any screen. The above commands only inside the file is a valid. RETP. Valid on any screen. You see that change from TSO to time, change TSO to time, only one occurrence, save RES 3.4. So like this, I can see 25, around 25 commands. Okay, I'll press F3. Is it clear? That is RETP. Now we discussed about the change also. Yeah. Uh, Now what I do, I'll explain something called undo. Okay, let's understand properly that I use auto save on. So team, what happens when you press F3? It is going to save and exit from the file. If you press F3, what happens? It is going to save and exit. F3 is going to save and exit. Even if you don't do, that is a best practice to save it. Okay. The best practice is to save explicitly. The worst case, you can press F3 to save and come out of it. Yeah. Now, so I did auto save on. Please understand, I am changing from ISPF to panel. Okay, let me use caption. If you don't do caption, it's okay. Now, I changed a panel. From JCL, I change it to language. Now I am going to do save. So what if save is nothing but what it is permanently saved it. Okay. Undo is not possible now. So from language to going back to the previous word, from panel to ISPF, going back to ISPF panel is not possible because you did a save. Now what I do instead of COBOL, I'll say English like language. Now earlier it was COBOL. I can bring this English like language from English like language to TS COBOL by using undo. Recovery on I have to do, I guess. So I have to do recovery on also. Now I'll do undo. Now I guess wait. I'll do it now. DB2 to IBM. DB2 IBM DIBM. Now I'll use undo. You see here earlier IBM change it to so like control Z. If you want to like a control Z, first recovery on, enable this one, recovery on. Do this. Okay. First you have to do recovery on. Then after that, anytime you type a undo. Okay. I'll do again one more time. Don't worry. Recovery on, assume that you already executed. Now from AA, I'll write Hyderabad. Remember Hyderabad. From this line number 11, I'm changing it to Pune. Okay. So this is AA. AA is there. Now I will use undo. Pune will be changed to again undo. You see it changed. Pune changed to undo. Control Z. Same if I type one more time undo. Hyderabad change it to AA. Like this, you can recollect what changes you did it. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
These are all the commands are very important because when I'm going to use them, I don't explain what is change command and all. So you should practice thoroughly. So this is all about undo. Next, you can say X space time all. So means it will exclude. Yesterday I explained you X all. Okay. So yesterday I explained X all, exclude all the lines. This is the one. The other one X time. Wherever time keyword is there, all will be excluded. Wherever time is there, it will exclude all of them. So you see that in a single shot, X time all. Okay. This is how you can exclude it. Now, I want to remove the rows where it has a time. I want to remove the rows where it has a time. So what I can do, I can use X time all. First, I'm excluding the lines. I'm excluding all the lines which has a time. Then delete X all. Delete X all. First exclude the, or you can execute one by one. Like this. Enter. This is the one. After that, del delete X all. Okay, by that you can find the rows and delete it. So X space time all, wherever time is there, you exclude all of them. Delete X. X means excluded lines. X means excluded lines. Okay, team, this is all about it. So I'll do undo now. You see, if I do undo, I am able to get it. Okay, you can do undo until you don't save. Once it is saved, you cannot do undo on the previous saved data. So that is all about what you call X. So I can use delete NX all. Okay, delete not excluded lines. What is the command we have? Delete NX all. Delete not delete not excluded lines. So now I can use undo, save it. If I do save, then it is fine. So caps on already we discussed. Caps on we discussed. Find command we discussed. Change command we discussed. Calls command we discussed. Recovery on we discussed. Then what else we have, team? Profile. Cursor. Yeah, I'll talk about cursor, auto num of we discussed. Yeah. So most of the commands we discussed here, team. Eventually, if any command is missing, I will explain you that later. Okay, I'll explain eventually later. So I will use some Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, Mumbai, Pune, Kolkata, Bhopal, Bhopal, okay, Trivandrum, Kochi, Bhubaneswar, Jaipur, okay, Jaipur, Nagpur, so Vizag, Salarited Technologies, SAP, .NET, Generative AI, AWS, Google Cloud Platform, and Azure. Okay, so testing, Selenium, Java, SAP, ServiceNow, Oracle, DB2, DBA, System Programmer, A11, P111, C111. Okay, DB2 is IBM product. DB2 is IBM product. CICS is online system. VSAM is a file system like database. So I'll explain. Okay, I'll give numbers now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Something like that I kept data. Okay. So now I'm going to explain the concept of scroll. Okay. I'm going to explain the concept of scroll options. What we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss the concept of scroll options, CSR, page of NNN. Okay, let's try to understand. Now, I am going to place the cursor on language, line number 3. Press F8. That row will, from there, it will come to the top. Okay. And I am placing the cursor on SSS. I am pressing F8. That row will come to the top. So 14th row. I am using Pune. That is line number 19. I press F8. So because the scroll is cursor, you place the cursor on a particular line, press F8, automatically that row will come to the top. From there, you can able to see the rest of the data. Cursor. CSR means cursor. Now if I say off, okay, I'll talk about page. Now in a page, you can see top of the data 1 row and 16. Total 17 rows you are able to see at a time on the screen, including this one also. 16 rows actual data, actual lines, and this line is 1. Total 17. If I press F8, the page down, entire a 17 rows going to go up. Now you see that 17th row gave top. If I press F8, page means 17 plus 17, 34th row will come to the top. You see 34th row. If I press F7, F8 again, 51th row. Is it clear? Whenever I press F7 on page F7, F8, it is going to scroll up and down with the help of page. It is going to do scroll up and down based on the number of rows on the screen. Is it clear? Page means this many rows is going to scroll up and down when you press F8 and F7. If you use off earlier, you say 17, off means 8. 9th row, yeah, 8th row came top, 8 plus 8, 16th row will come top, 16 plus 24, 24th row will come top, 24 plus 8, 32 row will come to the top. Okay, that is the meaning of off. So page up and down, whenever you press F7, F8, 8 rows will go up and down. Okay, you can see including this, how many rows you are able to see. Within that, half of the rows going to up and down when you press F7 and F8. Okay, the last one is you can have your own number. So 002. So whenever you press F8 and F7, 2 rows going to go up and 2 rows going to be down. F8. Now second row. If I press F8, fourth row. If I press F8, sixth row. If I press 7th, fourth row. If I press F7, second row. If I press F7, first row. Okay, this is all about scroll options. These are all about scroll options. Okay, so the major commands we discussed over here, team, the major commands we discussed inside the file. So whatever I explained you, same thing we do even in the member of the PDS. Okay, so we'll discuss different functionalities there. Okay, where you can do that. Okay, we discuss few of them here. We'll discuss few of them other place. Okay, so we will create a okay, let me explain few more things here now. So I'll try to explain opening modes here. Let me explain the commands here. Information. I means information. S means show information. B means open the file in a view mode. B means open the file in a browse mode. E means open the file in edit mode. Then R means rename. R means rename. And D means delete. DEL means delete. Okay, you can type DEL to delete the file. So if I open the browse mode, okay, if I open the file in a browse mode, it doesn't allow you to edit anything. It is only read only. It is read only. The file is read only. Point one. The second one, if you open the file in edit mode, you are free to modify the data. It doesn't show any warning to you. It doesn't show any warning to you stating that. It doesn't throw any warning stating that you have modified in edit mode. Just you do changes, press F3, it works very well. Okay, I'll talk about other stuff. Let me use CO copy. Okay, so CO is basically to copy the data from file. Okay, so content. Okay, I want to copy this content to another file. So one of the approaches is type CO, enter. So you are trying to copy the data set from here. Okay, you're trying to copy the data from here where you will want to paste it to other data set name. So I will be giving within a single quotes file 3. So I know file 3 is not there. If the file 3 is not there, what happens? You can see it is telling that specified data set, that is Venkat A B19 TSO file 3 does not exist. It is saying that it is not existing. If you wish to allocate, if you want to allocate same as the existing file, we give 1. 1 means what are the attributes are there for this file. With the same attributes, the file will be created file 3. Enter. And I will refresh. I'll refresh. You can see file 3. File 3. Now content also will be copied. It's not only the name. Go here, open, open. The content will be copied. Okay, is it clear? Yeah, I'll show you again one more time. So I'll type CO, enter. You're trying to copy from this file. I'll use this as it is. I'll give file 4. We know that the file 4 is not existing. Hence we get the error message. But file 4 is not existing, does not exist. You want to allocate same as file 2? Yes, I will give 1. Here I gave the 1, here I gave the 1, and you can see according to this. Hit the enter. We will go with the second one also later. Refresh. This is how you can copy the data from one file to another file. Is it clear? Now, what I'll do, team,
Yes.
I will delete this data, delete NX all and save it. Okay. So now file 2 I'm opening. I'm opening another file, start 3.4. Start means it will go to the ISPF panel. From there, I am selecting 3, then 4. So B18, sorry, B19 dot T star. I opened already file 2. I'm opening file 3 here now. Okay. So now I'm trying to explain different way of copying team. I want to copy the first 4 lines from this file 2 to file 4. Okay. So I can, let's say if I want to copy all the rows, just simply use cut. You can do CO, the one which I told you. The other way, this is the other way. Type cut. Cut is equivalent to copy in this context. Cut is equivalent to copy. Just use cut. 73 lines got copied. Press F9 to open the another screen. I will use paste command. I will use paste command and hit the enter. The data got copied. Okay. So total how many lines got copied? 73 lines. So in file 3. Now I'll press F9 to go to the file 2. Any queries so far?
No. One question. If you repeat this instruction, if for example file 3 there exist 25 lines, the new lines from file 2 remove and copy just upper or copy after the last line that the file exists.
Yeah, can you please explain, sir?
Yeah, sorry, but my English is not so good. I try to speak again. The problem is that if, for example, the file 3, there is exist, for example, 4 lines.
Wait, sir. File 3, okay.
Yes, the file 3 now exists 73 lines, correct?
Yes, we have a 73
Yes.
lines.
Then try to copy, for example, 10 lines from the file number 2 from 2 again file number 3. These 10 more lines when at the final or at the top?
Yeah, we'll talk about it now. Okay, that is next objective is that only.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So what we did here, team, I'm going to copy. I shown you cut paste for the entire data. Okay. But I want to copy only few lines. Time, I'll give different unique data so that it will be easy for you to understand. Star, ampersand, percentile, not percentile. Yeah, percentile. So I want to copy these three. I want to copy these 3 rows data to file 3 as he asked. So I use cut. If you use cut, it will select all the lines. So this time CC, CC, type CC,
Yes.
CC and use cut. So from which line to which line you want to copy, make a block, BLOCK block. So
Yes.
you can see 3 lines cut to default. It's like a copy only. Now go to file 3, wherever you want to paste. You want to paste in the starting, you want to paste before, it's up to you. I can use paste. Now if I use paste, it doesn't work because you have to tell where you should paste. I want to paste before time. I'll use B. So before time, I want to paste it.
Okay.
Similarly,
Okay.
if I want to paste at the end, go to the top, go to the bottom, sorry, type paste after 2076. You say a F8.
Okay. Okay.
So anywhere, wherever you want to paste, just type paste, type after 15 this way.
Okay. Okay. I understand. Thank you.
Okay. Guys, this is for everyone, it is important. Okay. I copy cut and did copy paste is done.
Venkat, one question more. If it's possible, when you in file 2, for example, you need to find a word, for example, in line 4 time, it's possible to find this word in two files in the same time. For example, in file 2, in file 3, it's possible.
You want to find a word in the file 2, correct?
Yes, for example, the line 4, it's time, okay, exists in the file 2. I would like to know if it's possible to find this word in file 3 in file 2 in the same time.
That is called comparison, right? Okay.
Yes.
Basically,
Okay.
that is called comparison. Okay. So you can use a comparison. There is an option. Okay. I'll tell you. Start. You can do it. Start ISPF panel. I will use 3. There is a Super C, Super CE. You can compare them. Whatever the data is there in the input file, the same data is there in the output file or not. If you want to validate it is, you can use Super C, Super CE. So yes, it is possible. You can explore what is Super C, Super CE.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So team, we did even cut and paste also. Okay, how we can copy the data from one file to file another file. So there is other approach. Okay, let me close the third screen. Now I am going to file 2. We are in file 2. So I will use cut. I will use this way also. Dot A, this is called label. Dot B. So either CC or dot A dot B. So instead of AB, you can give XY. Instead of AX, instead of BY. Instead of A, you can give some ABC here, instead of B, XYZ. So you can give any value. So cut dot A dot B. So those lines is going to copy. 6 lines cut to default. Press F9. That is file 3. I went to file 3. I can use paste after any line. So I want to copy after star A. You can use it. That is other way to copy the data. Okay, right. Now you understood how to copy the data, right? So we can use move. Move is nothing but like a renaming a file, MO from file to. So I'll use Venkat A dot B19 dot TSO dot file 6. Enter. So now what happens, team? The file 6 will be created. File 2 will be deleted after copying the data. So I will select this time 2. I want to create a file that is file 6 with the different attributes, not same as file 2. So I will use 2, enter. Now I can give 85 and I can give 850. Enter. Okay, file from dataset, some dataset is in use. I should press F3. Enter. Okay, dataset mode. So what happened, team? From file 2, file 6 got copied. I guess file 2 is 80 record length if I'm not wrong. Yeah, a file 2 is a file 2, file 3, 24 record length, file 6, 85. So you can see type yes to see the attributes 85. So we are able to copy the data from one file to another file, which is smallest size record length to largest record length. Okay. So largest to smallest also can be done, but data will be truncated. So your input file record length is 60, but your output file record length is 40. So if any, 60 characters are there, it will be truncated. It will be truncated. So you can do from smallest size to, you can copy the data from smallest size to largest and vice versa.
Can you repeat again, please, for me?
See your input file record length is 25. Your output file record length is 60. So you can copy the data from the file which has a length of 25 to the length of 60. Vice versa, you can copy the data from the file where it has a 60 length record length to 25. So you can copy the data from smallest size record length to largest record length size, and vice versa. Both are possible.
Okay.
But the what to say, negative here is like the data will be truncated, right?
Yes. Yes. When you are
If it is
moving
from
largest to smallest.
okay. And Venkat, I had a question regarding the cut.a and .b. So do we need to give any spaces for that cut command? Like, or we can give directly with the
You have to
cut.a?
use cut space. You have to give space dot a
Okay,
space dot b.
okay, okay. Cut space dot a space dot b.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, team. So far we discussed about how to copy, move all. Let me use a slash and I'll tell you what we have done. So edit is completed. Browse is completed. I will explain view. I'll explain the view command. Okay. This is not possible for this PS file. Delete can be done. Rename can be done. 7 is done. 8 is done. And 16 is done. 17 is done. So most of them we have done it. Most of them we are done. So I'll explain even in the view also. Let's discuss view tomorrow in tomorrow session. Okay. So this is all about file, all of them team. So now I'll create a partitioned data set. Okay. I'll create a partitioned data set. How we will create a partition data set here. So on ISPF primary option menu, same three utilities. Hit the enter. Okay, then we have to use allocate. So we have to use allocate to. There is a command called to. Enter A. Allocate. So I will give the file name. Okay. So Venkat A dot B19 dot TSO dot PDS1. Enter. Okay. So you can give, I'll give something called data 1. It is can be anything team, but for easy understanding purpose, I'm giving an extension, but it is not mandatory. I'll hit the enter. So now the rest of the parameters are same. For partition data set, directory block will come. So there is a formula for directory block. Okay. There is a formula for directory block. In a partitioned data set, in a PDS, how many members you can store. Okay, in a PDS, how many members you can do it. So if I give a directory block 2, okay, R3, R4, so the formula is directory block value into 6 minus 1. So if I give a directory block value 2 into 6 minus 1, you can create 11 members in it. If I give a directory block 1 into 6 minus 1, so 5 members you can create it. If I give directory block 5, then 5 into 6 minus 1, 29 members you can create. This is the formula for directory block. So you have to give directory block accordingly as it is. Then I'll go directory block 2 and record length you can decide as your wish and block size 800. Press F8. The dataset name type should be a PDS. Okay, for partition dataset, directory block is required and dataset name type is required. So otherwise, PS attributes, PDS attributes remain the same. Is it clear?
Yes. And what is the maximum value we can give in the directory block value?
Yeah, so we need to check that. What exactly?
Okay.
Yeah. Is it clear?
Yes.
The directory dataset is got allocated. So I will use 3, sorry. I'll go back to again there. 3, 4, and enter. You can see the PDS. I will give, now I'll show you the difference between S and I. I'll give a I. You see that maximum directory blocks, how many directory blocks used, something like that. Okay, if I give I, no, if I give S, it doesn't show you maximum directory block and so on.
One question, Megat. Sorry, because today it's difficult for me. For example, in this session there are 14 members in the meeting. If I need to create 14 members in this file, which parameters change to calculate 14 members, for example?
So 14 means you should give 3, approximately 3.
Okay.
3 into 6, 18 minus 1, 17. Okay. So if you give a 2, you can create only 11 members. If you
yes.
give a 3, 3 into 6 minus 1, you can create a 17 members approximately. So
Yes,
directory block 3 you should give.
Okay, the first number is the number of the block. It's correct, 2, 1, or 5. It's correct?
Yeah. The first one indicates directory block. You can give as per the requirement. What is the value, whatever the value you give, you have to calculate it this way.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, right. So you saw the difference between S and S means small, short information. I means full information that you can understand that way. So when you're trying to create a member, okay. So if I type open edit mode, it will throw error because there is no member. There are no members. So type E first time within the after one PDS1 after dataset name open bracket. Don't give the space. I'll give M1. This is how you have to create first time inside the file. Is it clear?
Yes.
So E edit, okay, E means edit as usual. And within the, okay, after dataset name, give the member name. So member name rules are equivalent to qualifier rules, like 1 to 8 characters. It should start with the character or national character. And the member name can have the characters, numbers, special characters. 3 special characters are allowed. Hit the enter and hit the enter. So reset as usual. So here, as I said, the scroll options and the line commands, the primary commands, what I explained, everything will remain the same. So I will use a command called save to save the data. Okay. Once you create a member, you need to save it. If you don't save, it may not, exist after some time. So I'll press F3. Now I can open in edit mode because already member is there. So I'll
Got it.
show you how to create a member. Again, okay, even though there is already member, but still we can do it the same way. M2. M1 is already existing. If you give M1, it will open in edit mode. If you give M2, the member 2 will be created. So enter. Enter, and you can save it. This is how you can create a member. If I want to insert the data, that I can do. So I will go hi, hello, India, save it. I'll press F3 now. Now I can open in edit mode. This is how you can create the file in one approach. Now I can open the member same as like that. Enter, reset. Again, modify this file data. So you can go to this file. Okay, I can give JCL, save it. Anytime you can open in edit mode and you can do the modification. So I'll press F3 now. So I can create a member on this screen also. Yes, space M3. The earlier one approach, this is the second approach. Yes, space M3, enter. And save. So can I insert the data? Yes. Can I use find command? Yes. Can I use top command here? All, whatever we discussed yesterday in the PS file, all of them you can do even in member of the PDS also. I'll press F3 and refresh. If I use refresh, you can see the members. How to create a member? Yes, space M4. Enter and save. Press F3 and refresh. This is the second approach to create a member.
I understand, but if it's possible to create member 1, 2, 3, 4 in the same time, not instruction by instruction?
Not possible, not possible. You have to go one by one only.
And
Okay.
one more thing is, at the very first time, we have to go with the first process, right?
Correct. When PDS is an empty one.
Okay. And one more thing, can we edit this if we give V or B in front of this PDS?
Yeah. We are yet to discuss that. That I'll explain you tomorrow.
Okay.
Very good question. Sorry if I missed. What was the maximum number of directory blocks you said we can create?
No, I did not say the number. Okay. I say that we have to check it.
Oh, okay. That's what I think I missed. Okay.
Hmm.
And And another question, if you F3 out from here, Venkat, under the volume, I don't know if this is relevant or not, but if we F3 out from
Yeah.
this page.
Sorry, F3 means.
Yeah, if you can press F3, go to the previous page. Yeah, here under volume, we see different values. I don't know if this is relevant to our testing or not, but yeah.
See, basically, I'll tell you. SPL001 and SPL001. So this got created while we created these two files explicitly. I don't know whether you remembered or not.
Right.
File 6 PDS1 we created explicitly. File 3, file 4 got help of file 2 attributes. Whatever the file 2 attributes are there, those attributes are taken for file 3 and file 4. So that time the volume it took different volume, not the default volume. File 2, I
Okay.
don't know whether file 2 is a USR001. I don't know exactly because I have a doubt, okay, which volume I have given. But that is the case, okay.
Okay, and one more question. File 2, I mean, when we created file 6, you selected attribute, the value 2. So
Correct.
even if you have selected the 1, irrespective of 1 or 2, the file 2 will be deleted or no? When we said move and when we went and we selected
Move means it will be deleted. Okay,
deleted. Okay,
the source file will be deleted.
okay, okay. Thank you, Venkat. That's all I have.
Venkat, I observed one more thing. I opened that PDS file once. I could see the size as 4. Does that depends on the number of lines we gave?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So it is not in terms of KBs or tracks or something. It is based on the number of rows.
Correct.
Which
Yes,
created.
yes.
Okay.
You can press F11. Okay, you can see press F11. There are so many attributes are here. Okay, same F3. Here also you can press F11 to see the attributes. Tracks, how much percent is used, extension, DSORG, LRE cell. I'm pressing F11. F10, F11 to see the right side, F10 to see the left side data. Okay.
Sure. And let me know once it is the end of the day. I had a small question, like I missed first 5 minutes. The first concept of I could see something in
Yeah,
the
I'm
notepad.
done for the day. So I'll discuss rest of them tomorrow. Handling with the PDS. Today, we'll stop.
Okay.